There is some indication that the popularity of the pill is going down slightly, and that fertility tracking apps are used a little bit more, but it's really low rates. We're talking a couple of percent of women that are using fertility tracking apps for the purposes of contraception. A lot of women use them to track their periods, but using them for contraception is still quite rare. But the rate has gone up slightly. So even in the BPAS study, we're talking of it going up from 0.4% to 2.5%. So we're not talking lots of women relying on this for contraception.
So the traditional forms of contraception, if there is a slight reduction in people uptaking them, what are the concerns that people you talk to say they have with medical contraceptive?
So hormonal contraception is not for everyone. So, for example, a study in the US found that women who start taking the pill, 30% of them will stop it within 12 months due to the side effects and the other things that they have to put up with when they're on a hormonal pill. Some people can't use hormonal contraceptive at all due to other conditions that they have. So it's certainly not a contraceptive that all women can reliably use and feel comfortable using. So, and when women can't use the pill, there's really very few other options. All of our contraceptives for women are really based on those hormones, and they're the same hormones that we've been using for 70 years. There's really been no new contraceptives for women. We don't have a contraceptive that, a reversible contraceptive that men can use besides condoms. So we're really limited in options. So it's not that surprising that something like a fertility tracking app, that women will try it if they really can't use any of the other methods that are out there.
So how do the tracking apps work?
So one thing that women are not taught super effectively is that you can only get pregnant for a short part of your cycle. So there's only a short period in which a woman is able to fall pregnant. So the fertility apps help you track that. They're mainly used by women to determine, so they know when they're going to get their period. There's some predictability around that. But they will also tell women when their fertile period is, and so they know they to avoid unprotected sex during that time. That is the basics of how they work. We've always had this method available to women. You can track your, it used to be called the rhythm method, and people would track their cycles using temperature, looking at mucus and those kinds of things to track their cycle. But now it is a bit simpler. You can do it with these apps, but it's something that has been available to women for a long time. It's just a bit more effective now.
Yeah, and promoted a lot more on social media, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, what are the wider implications, do you think, Louise, for the health service, given this study in England and Wales? I mean, is there a way that women should be approached differently when it comes to seeking medical help when trying to get pregnant?
When trying to get pregnant or trying not to get pregnant?
Well, either way.
I think these apps are really good if you're trying to get pregnant because you know when your fertile period of your cycle is. And I think it's generally really good. The better women are educated about how their cycle works, the better for women. I think the real issue is having some better contraceptive options, not blaming women when they can't use the pill. I think doctors talking down to women and assuming that they don't know anything about their bodies and they should just go on the pill because that's the safest thing. I don't know that that's necessarily the solution. I think being respectful that this is quite a difficult thing to manage sexuality and fertility with the very few effective options that we have. So I'd like to see better data collection so we understand what's going on. I'd like to see better methods of contraception available to women. I'd like to see male contraceptives being researched more.
Professor Louise Keogh, thank you very much.
Thank you.